About 58% of the population of the US go out to eat at least once a week. Restaurants are everywhere these days, and it feels like there's at least one, if not more, around every corner. With so many new places to dine continuing to pop up, there are always those certain restaurants that lack that curb appeal to draw you in. There are many places just in Abilene alone that we drive by every day unsure as to whether or not it's safe to go in. That's why we decided to take the risk in our new TV show, Eat If You Dare. Jordan, Nathan, and I have worked to seek out places that might have some great food behind their less than stellar exterior. After we explain more about this reality show, you will see the reasons why it's such a fantastic show and how it can help the audiences out there.
Have you ever approached a restaurant that looks quite creepy on the outside? What did you do? Did you go in and eat? Or did you allow the outside of the restaurant to scare you away? In this show, Alyssa, Jordan, and myself brave those restaurants that have a terrifying exterior. We enter these frightening restaurants and fearlessly taste the restaurant's specialties. Each episode starts with a video shot of us approaching the restaurant. As we enter, the video fast forwards until we place ourselves into 3 seats around the table. Once seated, we discuss the decor and the overall environment of the inside of the restaurant. We then receive our menus, order, and receive our food. After receiving our food, we discuss what's good and what's bad about the food. Once we finish our food, we exit the restaurant and discuss the overall experience and environment of the restaurant. We ask, was it worth overcoming the outside of the store? Then we ask, did the restaurant deserve the gold star? You might be asking right now, what is the gold star? The gold star is awarded to those restaurants that are worth going into because the food is excellent. In each episode, Alyssa, Jordan, and I brave 2 of these such restaurants.
How can you learn to look past the outside of a restaurant? This is the question that we try to answer for people who want to try new things but may be too scared to try some of these eerie-looking places. In our show, Nathan, Alyssa, and I go into restaurants that look unappealing on the outside and try their most popular food and then the weirdest thing on the menu. After we try the food, we talk about what we thought of the food and determine if the restaurant has earned the gold star or not. This show is aimed at families, couples, college students, and any average middle-aged, middle-class individual looking for a little adventure. If you're looking forward to seeing the show, you can watch it Wednesdays and Fridays from 4 to 5 p.m. We also want to thank our sponsors, Glad, Pepsi, and Wendy's for helping us get started.
Our show is extremely entertaining because we go into restaurants that have an ugly exterior and try foods that many people would consider unappealing. In addition, our show introduces the audience and restaurants to foods that they may not have heard of. Because our show focuses on going into restaurants that many people wouldn't go into, our show can help raise revenue to locally owned restaurants. We do this by telling the audience how tasty locally owned restaurants are. Thus, our show offers 2 important things: entertainment for the viewer and business for locally owned restaurants.
Now that we've explained more about our show, we're going to show you how we advertise for it. And here's our website. As you can see, we have our logo up top as well as our tagline for our show, Who Can Earn the Gold Star? And you can see as we scroll down some of the many places or foods that we've encountered throughout this journey. If you want to learn more about the show itself, you can look at the About page and see our synopsis as well as our audience and our audience target and our episode runtime. If you scroll down more, you can also see some of our sponsors as well. If you want to learn more about us as a cast, you can go to the Meet the Cast page. And if we skip over to the resources page, you can see some of our resources for the show, and you can see the journey that we made to get to this point. Without further ado, I'm going to show you our trailer.
Have you ever wanted to eat somewhere and the look of the restaurant scared you away? Join us, Nathan, Jordan, and Alyssa, as we venture into this undiscovered world of food. We all try different assortments of
down here you can see all the different things about the show, such as the time it starts and like who are our sponsors. And our times are from 4 to 5 Wednesdays and Fridays.
After discussing our show and all of its benefits for the common man, we hope that our show has shown great potential for your network.
By watching our show, the average citizen will have the opportunity to experience new places and foods.
If we have impressed you at all, please consider tuning into our show to see who can earn the Gold Star.